What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Prime Video series The Boys Season 4. Let's rock this. Okay, so by now, after 4 seasons, I can tell you that The Boys did not change much in terms of their formula. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So we can totally just do away with the pleasantries like, what do I think of the tone of this new season? How much more graphic is the violence this time around? So on and so forth. Because we all know that the answer is the tone is still dark and comedic and the violence is still outrageous. Trust me, I've already watched all 8 episodes of this new season 4, and let me tell ya, you are in for a fucking treat. So let's keep it real, let's keep it 100. What is left to review about The Boys now is what you really want to know, which is what the characters are up to in this new season. And even though Prime Video has made me promise to not spill any major spoilers, I can, however, answer some of those questions cryptically. But the main point is, you have nothing to worry about. Because this is one show that just keeps getting better and better with every passing season, and this new season 4 is wild as fuck. By that I mean, if you thought you've seen it all, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Based on the New York Times best-selling comic by Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson, who also serve as executive producers, and developed by executive producer and showrunner Eric Kripke, in Season 4 of The Boys, the world is on the brink. Victoria Neuman is closer than ever to the Oval Office and under the muscly thumb of Homelander, who is consolidating his power. Butcher, with only months to live, has lost Becca's son and his job as the boys' leader. The rest of the team are fed up with his lies. With the stakes higher than ever, they have to find a way to work together and save the world before it's too late. Starring Carl Urban, Jack Quaid, Anthony Starr, Erin Moriarty, Jesse T. Usher, Laz Alonso, Chase Crawford, Tomer Capone, Karen Fukuhara, Colby Minifie, Claudio Domi, and Cameron Covretti. Season 4 will welcome Susan Hayward, Valerie Curry, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. If there is one underlying theme that all the characters inadvertently share throughout this new Season 4 is that they all try to make amends, or at least they try to redeem themselves for their mistakes. And yes, that includes Homelander, even though he fails miserably because his grudgy pettiness always gets in the way. That guy has the shortest fuse and the quickest temper I've ever seen. Wowzer! But anyway, yes, as I was saying, Butcher, Hughie, Kimiko, and even Frenchie have their past haunting them. And whenever they're given the opportunity to choose wrong or manipulate the situation, they somehow choose the other direction. Don't get me wrong, straight and narrow are not in their DNA nor their outcomes, and their choices still have unintended blood-soaked consequences, but it's a fascinating turn of events when they actually consider the other option instead of the usual reaction. The one with the least character development in this new season is Mother's Milk. But I doubt that the actor Laz Alonso is too broken up by that. Mother's Milk already does have his hands full leading the group, and so leaving his dilemma to happen at the brunt end of this season kinda makes sense. There are so many moving components here, and it's a big cast ensemble, and I think the writers did just fine juggling all these things and making sure that everybody goes through their own piece of the journey. The R-rated or the TVMA comedy is still top-notch. Chef's kiss. Mwah. They are bloody brilliant. There's a parody on the Blind Side movie which cracks me up. There's a funny little Disney on Ice type of scenario. They even make fun of Kevin Feige's Marvel keynote announcement. It's tongue-in-cheek, but it also felt like a jab. And yes, the puppets are back, but not in a way that you have in mind. They are mostly built around Ryan's arc, in which he constantly deciding whether he wants to be a good kid Or maybe he wants to be just like his old man, Homelander. I feel kind of bad for Ryan, man. I mean, it's not like it's a situation where you have good Angel and bad Angel whispering on your ears, you know? Homelander and Butcher are both pretty fucked up. And those are Ryan's only possible role models? Yikes. Now let's talk about the new members of the Supes, Firecracker and Sister Sage. Wow, they are fantastic. By that I mean they are disturbingly manipulative bitches. The way they compete with each other about who's more loyal to Homelander, and even the way their superpowers work, it's full of surprises around every corner. And the actresses who played them knock these roles out of the park. They are impressively committed in their characters' absurdity. The way that this new season 4 mocks and destroys right-wing media and right-wing lunatics in this country through a form of satire should be a college case study or something, because it is absolutely clever to the bone. And it's not just Donald Trump supporters, but also the fact that our country is controlled by the elites and wealthy corporate donors. It's all in there. It's all in this new season 4, but in the form of Supes versus humans. The political and social commentary is so strong, so much so that if they fly over your heads, then you may not be the right audiences for this show. Because it's not even subliminal. It's not even about woke. It's just, hey, we think this ideology is stupid, and we'll show you how stupid it is. Take it or leave it. And I freaking love it. And last but not least, as we all know, Homelander is scary, but after he murdered that one guy in public, in front of everybody at the end of last season, it's now all out in the open. So the level of fear that Homelander exudes in season 4 gets intensified. Everybody knows that encountering him could be the last thing you'll do on this earth before Homelander sends you to meet your maker. And some of Homelander's kill scenes in this new season will shock the hell out of you, because any shred of empathy has gone out the window. Whereas previously, he had to put on a face, a persona, you know? Pretending like he's this all-American hero. There were two sides to him. What people saw in public and what people saw behind closed doors. But now the gloves are off. No more masks. And now it's gotten to the point in which he kinda enjoys murdering people without accountability. You can hear a pin drop whenever somebody says something that Homelander doesn't like. And Anthony Starr's performance is outstanding. He leans into Homelander's psychopathic tendencies like it's second skin. So yeah, overall I give The Boys Season 4 the rating of 5 out of 5. There's so much more that I haven't yet discussed here, including the Carl Urban and Jeffrey Dean Morgan dynamic, which can be best described as Fight Club-esque. That's all I'll say about that. But in conclusion, another great season of The Boys. Dare I say this is their best season yet. You will lose count on how many times you'll go, "Oh my god, holy fuck, what the shit?" And whenever that happens, this show's writers, showrunners, actors, and crew members can high-five each other saying mission accomplished.